What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Will is adjusting his armrests.
Let me adjust my chair. I realized I was sitting like this. My arms were all way too high.
Literally at the best worst time.
You know what?
Oh my God. The intro just cuts out as soon as the transitions. You fucking hear wow.
Welcome everybody. I didn't think the clicks would come through that. They were louder than I expected.
Hey, it's okay.
My bad, everyone.
Oh my God. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 394 for the week of June 15th, 2020. Fat! That's how this week's episode is officially official. Because frankly, I couldn't think of anything more witty than that. My name is Josh, aka JK Fighter. This week I'm joined by the man in the Envy jersey. I almost said hoodie for some dumbass reason. In the Envy jersey, Will, aka I'm Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to give the generic answer. I'm doing pretty well. My daughter, her summer care program started today. I don't know how to properly word this. And then she now has swimming lessons every Monday and Wednesday. So we did that today as well. It's been an eventful day. New experiences, just having a good time. So yeah, I'm not going to give the generic answer of me being tired because while that's always true, it was an eventful day. So yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Is that the greatest firefight player of all time, JK Fire and his Lord, Mr. Mayhem? Yo, you're my Lord?
I guess so.
Damn!
Yeah, theatrical, I love this jersey. It's one of my first esport jerseys I ever bought.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a real good one.
Big fan. And
all right.
Mr. Mayhem confirmed. Sure, why not? No.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy.
Swimming lessons sound exciting and scary all at the same time. They're exciting. They're genuinely exciting. Kids surprise for the parents out there. Obviously, your kids surprise you in more ways than you could imagine. But Linnea, we went through the process of taking the training wheels off the bike, and she literally learned completely how to ride a bike with no training wheels in altogether less than a 24-hour period. So I am fucking, that kid picks up on things so quickly. Kids pick up on things quickly as it is. So she surprised the absolute shit out of me, and she's awesome. Thank you, Shred. I appreciate it. But yeah, Will, enough about the kid talk. Are you ready to talk about some Halo?
Let's get into it.
Let's fucking do it. Do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
What do we have?
We have one thing and one thing only, among other things that are going to happen in the show. But rosters are officially official now because, the announcements took place. So we'll talk about those during Rostermania.
Yes, we will.
But without further ado, let's get into some competitive news. HCS points leaderboard. This is by the HCS. I'm really so Ash does an amazing job of compiling the points and reaching out to players and fucking getting their asses on the line to get the correct point totals and everything. Outside of that, I really enjoy this HCS graphic that has been posted because it gives an at a glance update as to teams that have locked things in, teams that are on the cusp of things, so on and so forth, whether it be open bracket coverage, whether it be pool play spots, all that fun stuff. So again, huge shout out to Ash. I see you in the chat, but seriously, shout out to you. And yeah, like I said, I am appreciative of this graphic regardless.
The dark inside under that coverage right there.
I see it. I fucking see it. Ooh.
I'm excited.
Will's going fucking ham right now. All right. Next up, a merch tease. This is by Zach over at SSG. He says, if you like Salt Lake City and Halo merch, just you wait. Well, I'm fucking waiting.
Dude, that's always like when the city or the year is involved in the merch, it's always like perfect, you know? Something to commemorate that event.
Absolutely. Okay, next up. Yes, it is true. It is finally officially announced that the Envy skins are coming back. This is by Hastro. The Envy skins will be available in Halo Infinite again. Just stay tuned. And yeah, Ash, I added one.
Yeah.
What? What's up, Will?
I'm curious. Like, Envy skins are coming back because Envy's back in Halo.
Correct.
But those skins are for partnered teams. Right?
They will not be in the partnered.
So the skins are coming back,
correct.
But the money's not going to Envy?
The money will be going to Envy. But Envy are not being
partnership program.
Envy are not being added back within the partnership program for this year.
Right.
That had already been confirmed as well. So like that's not intel or anything like that. Like Tetsuo said, it is a unique situation with Envy. Their skins are going to be added back to the game. Yes, the revenue will be provided back. Like a portion of that revenue will be provided to Envy. But yes, Envy are not going to be within the partnership program for this year of Infinite. Now,
right.
Whatever happens next year or in the future, whatever, that's for them to decide, right? But yes, just for everybody to understand, that's where it currently stands. And then Hardy with the 8-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much. Ash, we all fucking hope, man. We all fucking hope.
Skins when? Please?
Seriously. This summer, Will. You know what? Hold on.
That could be 3/4 through the season, man.
You're not wrong. Okay. The first day of summer is in 4 days. The first day of summer is Friday, June 20th. Okay? So I'm not saying that's when it would go live. I'm just saying the first, like, if we're going to take this as literal as possible, then Tachi said
summer frame.
Yes. Tachi said they'd be sometime during the summer. Summer officially begins June 20th in the Northern Hemisphere. So that is what we're looking at.
Chat, do you want to take bets on if we get skin announcement or phase major announcement first? Anybody?
Oh,
Anybody?
Jesus Christ. Oh, Aaron, they'll cost money, dude.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, they'll be costing monies. All right. Next up. Legacy Halo tournament inquiry. This is by Unique. He says, need to get a Legacy Halo tournament going. Looking for help. Any org sponsors out there want to help organize, fund the prizes, and cast the tourney? I'm all ears with an empty wallet, LOL. Any help goes a long way. So for those who don't know, Unique had a heavy hand, as a matter of fact. And Tetsuo, I will get to in just a second, I promise. Unique had a heavy hand in the creation and the addition of the Delta Halo maps that were added in this most recent update. So like these classic maps and this classic Halo experience for like Halo 3 for that matter. And yeah, this is a lot of people are interested. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are having a lot of fun and kind of want to ride that momentum, right? We had the level 50 land for Halo 2 before. Now we have this classic like Halo 3-esque playlist in the game. Be really cool to see if something could happen. I'm not saying with level 50, I'm just saying in general, right? Because level 50, obviously they want to keep doing shit, which is awesome. And they did hint that they wanted to do a Halo 3 LAN for the anniversary, but we'll just have to wait and see. Then, the Boomer Recreational League has been finalized. This is by Mashland. He states 33 teams registered, 16 were selected. Matches begin June 20th, 2020.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
I guess the only thing that came up with me about this is the 16 selected, right?
Yes.
It wasn't the first 16 to sign up. They were handpicked.
So, did you read any of the replies that he posted?
I did not fully.
Okay. He said that hand selected was probably a poor choice of words. So, the first like of the 16 that signed up first, they weren't all complete teams.
Sure.
And so again, I don't know the entire selection process for what Matchland did here, but based off of a lot of the replies, because there was a lot of misinformation and misunderstanding happening. And I'm not saying that this was all done great, right? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
But from the replies that I saw that he was posting on Twitter, it sounded like not all the teams had signed up with full teams. There were players that were signing up, like, oh, I'm holding a spot for such and such, but such and such didn't sign up in time, whatever it may be. So again, I don't know, Will. I don't know every intricacy of it, but I do know that there was some confusion, and there's still confusion out there. It'd be nice to get that actual response as to how those 16 were selected.
Agreed. And I do know I had friends who signed up who were like first day, like really early on signups, that they were in communications about team names even with the organizer, and they still did not get selected. So they were fully signed up in communications and still got booted.
That is very unfortunate. So I said, hopefully we get an actual explanation as to why or how those 16 were selected. We've seen a couple teams already announced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Dark Inside Boomer League coming in hot. Jesus Christ, Haley.
There we go.
Okay, real quick. Tetsuo with the 5-month resub. You get a woo! And Militime with the 5 gifted. You get a woo, 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 woo! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. And hopefully you're enjoying a fucking great Miller High Life right now. You know, just for you. All right. Speaking about tournaments, though, his and hers 2v2 Halo 3 tournament has been announced. Is by obviously Queen, and she states Halo 3 co-ed 2v2 tourney Saturday, June 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. BYOB, bring your own boy, or get matched with a free agent. So there you go, and you can sign up at the link provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show! Show notes in the chat. Make sure to check it out. But that's not all for tournament announcements. Play Griffball and Mythic Gaming team up for a Griffball tournament. This is by Mythic Gaming, and they state, did somebody say Griffball? Excited to announce the Mythic Gaming and Play Griffball tourney, July 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern. It is a 32-player cap. It may increase if there is enough interest. You can sign up at the link provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. There is a $5 entry fee, but 100% of the entry fee goes to the prize pool. So shout out. Fuck yeah, Miller. That's fuck yeah, you did. Oh my God.
Crack open a cold one just for us. Let's go.
See, not only now, Miller, you know, if you want to just make it full circle here, you gotta crack open a cold Miller Lite, and then obviously, you know, you're watching us and whatnot, but like make sure you put some Mac Miller on in the background as well. Just really hit the point home. Oh my God. All right. And then the final piece of competitive news that we have here is the updated projected LVT Pro League schedule. This is by LVT Halo. What I am going to do, and probably what I should have done before, Will, so I'm going to stall just for like a literal second here, because I'm going to show the folks this as well.
While you're doing that, John, thank you for the sub for 25 months. Time does fly. Do you want me to take the woo, or do you want the woo?
Oh, so does John expect a woo right now? I'm just kidding.
I mean,
go for it. I'll give him one too. Do it up.
You get a woo.
There it is.
I don't know if I peaked the mic there, but
it's okay. John, thank you so much for the resub. You get a woo. There it is. 25 mo fucking months. God,
you got a double woo out of us, John.
That he did.
God damn.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry for not being prepared at all. This is my bad, ladies and gentlemen. This is all my fault.
No, I'm not selling this jersey.
Get fucked, Chuck.
Yeah, come on, Chuck.
Also, shit, we have a shout out to give as well.
You do.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, we do. We got to give a shout out to Chuck. Let me see if it comes through on the cam. I think it comes through on the cam. I think you can see them. Hopefully you can see them. But there are the Chuck, how do you what are the names of them? What are the fucking names of them? We got a package from Chuck. I got to send you one, Will. But remember what he was giving them away at an event, and it's the one that you hold up to the light and it's formal holding the trophy.
Yes.
Yeah, he sent those to us.
They came in late.
Yeah. So I gotta get one over to you. It's fucking awesome. Okay. I have what I believe what I was going to have ready. Maybe. Am I going to have to stand up? I don't want to stand up. Fuck. Hold on. There we go. We fucking nailed it. Okay. Let's do this shit. So if we do this button. There it is. Oh my God. It's like I've done this once. Okay, so this is the proposed LVT Pro League as it currently stands. This is at lvthalo.com if you wanted to find it as well, or it's in the show notes. We have all the pictures there. But for June, as you can clearly see, June 27th would be the qualifying tournament. Again, this is as it currently stands. Everything's subject to change. Like this changed over the past 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So as of right now, as it currently stands, it looks like the qualifying tournament would be taking place Friday, June 27th. And that would determine the other teams that are going to be added. Then, additionally, the first actual match of the Pro League would be on Monday, June 30th. And something to pay attention to here, Will, is that it's 1 match per day. One best of 7. 1 best of 7 per day. Okay? So that's June, right? So now I'm going to do this real quick. There we go. Now for July, if we take a peek here, Monday through Thursday, each week basically of July, except the final week in July, I think actually we'll transition because Salt Lake City happens at the very end. But nearly every week in July, Monday through Thursday, 1 match per day, 1 best of 7. There you go. So instead of like Tuesday through Thursday, they're adding Mondays on there. And instead of 2 matches per day, it is now 1 match per day. Okay. Moving on to August. There's probably something I could easily do to make this full screen, but fuck it. I don't have my keyboard next to me. So then we have the Salt Lake City Major taking place August 1st through the 3rd. Then there is another week off. So we have a week off before the Major and a week off after the Major. Okay. Then from the 11th onward, Monday through Thursday, again, 1 match per day, 1 best of 7. Okay. But that's not all. Because in September 12th through the 14th, we have the LAN. The Halo Pro League LAN. A Friday through Sunday, as it currently is listed here, Will. Not just a Saturday, Sunday event. It'd be a Friday through Sunday event, according to this graphic as of right now.
With only 8 teams, though, right? That'd be. You could probably squeeze that in 2 days.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. But who knows? For the keen-eyed out there, and again, I would have to check because I don't know how true this is. But in the graphic, it says that the phase pool play qualifier is the 6th and 7th.
Yeah. Is
September.
That from, because they put qualifiers in the graphic without the major date. So I'm wondering if that is from that graphic, but we've seen in the past when the phase major got announced, the qualifier dates moved for last season. So we'll see if that stays true.
Beth says only one a day is unfortunate. I'd rather just backed it down to best of fives and had more series per day. Beth, here's the thing. And again, like there's been a lot of discourse online about this, but my opinion that I still keep to this day is with the teams that would be competing in it. And again, I'm not a pro player. I respect their decision. I respect what they want at the end of the day as well. They're trying to make it beneficial for both them and LVT and all that fun stuff. But like with the teams that would be competing in this league, I would assume that it'd be better practice to be playing against these teams. And the fact that it'd be best of sevens and the same team wouldn't be playing both series in a day. I liked the old format where it was Tuesday through Thursday, 2 matches a day. The same team's not playing in both matches. So the team would only be playing one best of 7 that day anyway. So now instead of having 2 series a day, it's 1 series per day, and they added a day to the week. So I don't hate this updated projected format. Don't get me wrong. It's just like when I looked at the old one, I'm like, it's 2 best of 7s. It's way shorter than a scrim. Like it's way shorter than a scrim. And the team only has to play 1 series that day. So if they had scrims lined up, that should work too. I don't know. Obviously, there's scheduling conflicts and all that fun stuff. And I'm just a spectator at the end of the day. But when I looked at the previous format, I liked it. I had no problems with the previous one. So, who knows? Will, your thoughts?
Kind of the same thing, man. Like, it's just more stretched out now. We're only getting 1 match a day. I feel like I'm going to end up like catching VODs a lot more than just like it's only on 2 or 3 days of the week. I can tune in for that day.
Yeah.
Now I'll probably just wait and watch the VODs anyway and not be there live. So I'm really curious about team participation, what the team said, what was communicated, coordinated. I just hope everyone's on the same page and that this goes smoothly.
Agreed. Steezy, I don't know. That's a good point. It is a good point. The only point of reference that we have without reaching out to them directly to find out is when Shopify was in here before and was talking about how, LVT was kind of taking the reins on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the level of the partnership is there, but we do know that they're the ones that are hosting the LAN. They're the ones that are putting up the $50,000 prize pool. LVT isn't. And that's not, I want to make sure this is understood. That's not a detriment towards them, right?
Right.
So Shopify are obviously doing a lot for this. Maybe it's backloaded because of the LAN and the 50 grand prize pool and everything associated with that. But regardless. Yeah. Again, at the end of the day, we're not pro players. As spectators from the outside looking in, I would have personally liked it to been Tuesday through Thursday, 2 matches a day. It's like, don't get me wrong. I completely understand that a Fortress bomb game, that a Streets oddball game, like they can go long. Okay. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's one best of 7 that the team has to play on that day versus a 14, 15, 16, 17 game scrim. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm getting at. And considering the stakes that are in play, I'm the fucking proponent of online doesn't matter. But the fact that the stakes are higher in this league because you're fighting for better seeds for the $50,000 LAN versus a scrim where that's literally just practice. I think the practice would be better in these best of sevens. So, what are you going to do? And yeah, PD, that's definitely what it does sound like, that it's hard to coordinate with the players because there's a lot of moving parts here, right? Like I again, from a spectator standpoint, oh fuck, more Halo to watch. That's great. But everything else, right? Players have schedules outside of the game. Players have scrims that are already scheduled. Like, there's a lot of things that are already taking place that folks may not understand that could interfere with trying to schedule this league. And this league is not officially sanctioned by the HCS. Like, this isn't in the rule book. This isn't in their contracts or anything like that. So, you know, Ronan, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, there's your schedule. If you want to see it as well as we click away from this, then I need to make sure I'm in the right spot. There we go. Make sure to check out the show notes. Check out the show notes. All the graphics are there. Or go to lvthalo.com, where, again, they're all there. And, again, everything is subject to change. Okay? They literally changed within the past 2 weeks. So this is still not finalized. There has not been an official announcement from the LVT side of things as to when this is being done. So just keep that in mind. And Will, that is it for the competitive news. Which means it's time for Rostermania!
All right. We'll start off with Hydra Gaming. They have signed Miss Smiles, Butrixie, Macadelic as content creators.
Congratulations.
So congrats to them joining Hydra Gaming. And then the teams that we knew about but wasn't official until this last week. Complexity signed Ryan Noob and King Nick. Space Station has Falcated and Suppressed. And FaZe officially signs Lucid and Snakebite. Graphics came out. Announcements were made. It is official.
They did the thing.
They did the thing. We all knew it was coming.
Did we, though? Just kidding.
I mean,
obviously.
Things could fall through. You never know.
They very well can. Looking at you, CTLL. All right. Will, thank you very much for going through those.
Of course.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Halo esports needs. On Tuesday, June 17th, we have the HRL Recreational FFA. On Wednesday, June 18th, we have the Halo Rec League Mixed Division Quarterfinals. On Thursday, June 19th, we have the Halo Rec League Pre-Made Division Quarterfinals. And then on Saturday, June 21st, we have the Summer Swipe Out 2v2. And then Saturday, June 21st and Sunday, June 22nd is the North American HCS Open Series Road to SLC number 2. And then on, I said Sunday, but on Sunday, June 22nd, HCS Open Series Road to SLC number 2 for EU, Mexico, and Australia, New Zealand as well. That's right. The off week is over, and we're back to the Open Series taking place, which is very exciting for these new teams. So, hell yeah. And that's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Halo esports needs, which means it's time for Scrim Tournament League recaps. Well, what do we got?
We'll start off with some scrims. I think Josh selected these to prove his point that online doesn't matter.
No, okay. Hold on. You know what's funny, Will? I actually did this. Because it's more so like, let's wait and see. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because you're right. I do believe that online doesn't matter. I believe that scrim results it's literally practice, and who the fuck talks about practice. But if you want to play the game, let's play the game. Let's use this as an indicator and let's see what the fuck happens. So Will, go ahead.
On Wednesday, June 11th, FaZe went up against Envy and won 8-4. On Thursday, Complexity went up against SSG. They took 7 maps to SSG's 3. On Saturday, June 14th, Envy took 11 games off of Complexity. Complexity got 6. So it's that whole like rotation here where, sure, FaZe beat Envy, Complexity beat SSG, but then Envy comes back and beats Complexity. Practice, right?
Yeah, but if we're going to base this off of Twitch chat and Reddit comments, then that means SSG is washed.
I mean, they must be, right?
Yeah, this team changes shit. Like they lost everything. They're awful. That's what this means.
Yeah,
Will,
they only took 3 games off of Complexity, man.
Well, I'm gonna do a little
breaking news.
There are 2 other quote unquote important scrims that are taking place right now. Okay, one is Optic against FaZe. Optic are ahead 10-3 right now against FaZe, but then again, I don't think anybody's beating Optic anyway, so who fucking cares? And then Ether are playing against Space Station. Space Station are up 10-7 right now. But Space Station, they should be wiping the floor with them. They should be winning 15-0. Like, what is this? They're washed, Will. Team's ass. They're losing everything.
Well, just right. We're going to wait for the real competition.
Yeah, please. Jesus Christ.
All right.
God,
I know.
Oh,
it's frustrating seeing all the shit out there.
It's just annoying. It's really just annoying. Like,
I get people jumping on the bandwagon for their team.
Sure.
Right?
Oh, 100%.
And boosting them up, but it does get taken too far, especially Reddit. We know Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah.
And like, you're right. If people are just getting behind their players and getting behind their teams, and that's one thing, right? Fandoms are one thing. That's obvious. Like Optic fans are massive. SSG fans, there's a lot have been made as of late, and people have their favorite players and their favorite teams, and that's perfectly fine. But when you just take them as gospel, it's like, guys, I understand wanting to have fun with it and kind of wanting to speculate and stuff, that it can add to the entertainment value of it all, but like, what the fuck are we doing? Just come on. Use critical thinking and common sense. Please. And then I love the rebuttal that's always, oh, but like Shopify wins all their scrims, Optic win all their scrims. Yeah. They're the 2 best teams in the league. Like, what do you mean? Obviously. I don't think a team is touching Optic. Like, I just don't. Until I see it happen, no team is touching Optic. I'm sorry.
Josh, wasn't it just last year where,
oh God, like
Optic really picked up in scrims and they won everything, and then they still just came in second?
Oh man, it's funny how that works, huh? It's crazy to me. It's just fucking crazy to me. Or the perfect example that I always keep in the back of my head is, it was fucking, I think it was Infinite HCS Year 2, where we had Arlington for the first time. And like, I dogged on the event as a whole because I just thought it wasn't worthy of the title of major. But I believe it was that one where Optic were dominating in every scrim and blah, blah, blah leading up to the event. They got sent home like top 6 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, scrims they don't fucking matter at the end of the day. It's great that teams are getting the practice. I mean that. I genuinely mean that. It is great that the teams are getting practice. But when the rubber meets the road at the end of the day, they are not indicative of how a team is going to place on LAN. Verb, welcome back. I don't know where Tiger is. He's chilling.
Yeah. And PD, I don't think we want Optic to sweep the events, but I think writing's on the wall of what's going on in the league this year.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying I agree with you, Will, but I'm not saying that in a sense that like, oh, I'm going to be fucking distraught if Optic win. Like it's, and I know, Will, you're not like that either.
Right.
It's more so to the point that we want more competition. Like we want these teams to be fighting Optic for that first place spot. But like Will, like you said, I said it after DreamHack. Formal made this team for a reason. He got these teammates for a reason, and that's to win every event. So
yep.
I would not be surprised anymore if they did. I wouldn't. I just would not be surprised. And if anything, that just, and Will, you know me, like I love history and I love legacy and I love like those types of discussions where, yes, it can get boring when you have the CLG Optic Talk Sentinels running through and winning everything, but that's legacy. That's history being made. And so if Optic do run the gauntlet, and they've already done it in the hardest way possible, 2 events in a row, and the fact we haven't seen them from like coming out of the winner's side yet. So if they do go through and they win every event this year, I wouldn't be surprised, but I do think it'd be really fucking cool from a history and a legacy standpoint.
What if they need to go to losers to keep playing, to stay warm, to build that like ramp up to the grand finals?
Then no team stands a fucking chance.
Right.
Like no team stands an actual fucking chance. Like, I'm sorry. If they let's just say they even get knocked down losers round 3 or whatever it is, right? They lose in winners round 2 or winner final, like whatever it is. And they still have to go through losers. Nobody's beating them. I don't care who you are. Like, sorry. Like, good luck, bud.
At the level they're playing, no. Like we've said on the last 2 shows, basically, it has to be a really off day for that team to lose, it seems like.
Absolutely. CZ says, sorry to break the news, FaZe is winning it all. Hey, that'd be cool too.
Let's go.
Because again, this is all from like a storyline and a history standpoint, right? If FaZe somehow makes something happen and they're able to take down the juggernauts and they're able to win an event or win multiple events, whatever it is, then the whole conversation is going to be, see, they won the trade, right? They won the trade. They became Optic's kryptonite. The players who consistently got second finally started getting first. Like it'd be so many different narratives and so many different storylines that would take place from that standpoint. Same with SSG. If they're able to right their ship and they're able to start winning too, like think of the storylines that would come out of that. So at the end of the day, I just hope that there are no personal attacks that are made because we know how the internet can be. But clearly, I mean, immediately will, like, regardless of the scores of the scrims, like one thing that I can take away immediately from this FaZe roster change, Will, is I'm seeing a lot more assists taking place. Like I'm seeing a lot more watching your teammates back or being there for your teammate or just being in proper positioning more often. I'm seeing more of that cohesion around the map when I watch them play.
Yeah. Now it's been about a week too, but last time I watched Lucid, game enjoyment level was up too, which, it's not necessarily correlated to stats, but it could influence how someone feels and plays, right? If you're enjoying yourself, if you're vibing with your squad, right?
Mental's a big thing.
Contribute.
Mental's a big thing. Quack says the problem is this year for Optic, it's world champs or bust. Quack, to be honest with you, I think it's win everything or bust. Like, I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but hear me out. When you hear Formal, when you hear Bound, when you hear Legend, when you hear Renegade talk, their whole intention is winning. That's it.
Yep.
They're from point A to point B. Their whole stick is winning. That's it. And if they don't win, then this is going to sound stupid. Like, this is going to sound like a John Madden thing. If you don't win, you lose. But seriously, if they don't win, then they're, I can't speak. Expectation. Yeah, I can't speak for them, but I would believe that they would think it's a failure if they don't win.
Yeah.
That is their expectation. That is the level of talent that they have on that roster. That is the caliber of player that they have on that roster, because they are winners, plain and simple. And that's not to say that that's not the mentality for the other teams. Obviously, every team wants to win, and a lot of these teams have world champions on their rosters. But this is what Formal did. Whether you like it or you don't, whether you're an Optic fan or you're not, this is what he set out to do. He set out to make this team. He got this team, and the full intention is winning fucking everything. And based off, exactly like you said, based off of how they are playing right now, I truly do not believe a team holds a candle to them. And I know, you and I clearly said after DreamHack that Shopify event we thought was kind of a fluke. Right? The Shopify's placing was kind of a fluke. Yes, they got fourth, but at the same time,
oh yeah,
losing to FaZe the way that they did, obviously having to play against Optic, you're not going to win that. I'm sorry. But it felt kind of weird. That wasn't really what we were expecting out of them. So that was kind of like their F tournament, I guess we could say. But even then, and this is, again, no offense to the fucking players, but the way that Optic's been playing, even if we expect Shopify to do what we expect Shopify to do, as of right now, I don't see anybody beating Optic. They just don't. So, yeah. But Will, I love what you said there in terms of watching Lucid's POV in these FaZe scrims and just watching him play. And it's yes, it really does feel like mentality is a little different. And
yeah.
And like I said, just watching them, it just seems like things are just so much more cohesive. And I know that this is Optic last year, but Snakebite instead of Formal. So clearly the cohesion should be there.
Yeah,
but
there's some history.
Right. But it's refreshing. Right. It's refreshing to see them kind of back in their element a little more. And because at the end of the day, not to, sound like a broken record again, but this should lead to more competition.
It should. I agree.
And that's all we want. But Will, I agree with you. All jokes aside, let's wait. Because I know people are going to take these SSG results and be like, what the fuck is going on? Blah, blah, blah. Let's just give it a little bit. Let's pump the brakes a sec. Let's just wait to see what happens.
Agreed.
Tyler says, yeah, LAN Friday is basically online now. Appears not to matter, but Sunday Optic is wild to watch. I still think they can lose, but it's hard after the last two events.
That's a fair take.
Yeah. Will, go ahead.
I mean, I forget who it was on Optic, but they're yeah, we just need the team to care on Friday.
Yeah.
And win their pool, and then they're going through winners,
Mm-hmm. I agree. And the other, I can't get it out of my mind. It's so ingrained now, just seeing Renegade, of both post events, right? And just seeing him sitting there. And then when he's given the mic, he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to go from losers round one through this shit again. Because obviously they know they can win, but he wants to have a better path through it. You know what I mean? So
you don't want to be on the edge of your seat every game.
Exactly. So I would expect, obviously he's going to bring that fire on Friday, but and we obviously know what the players are capable of. But yeah, it's literally just what they're able to do on a Friday. Are they able to come out with gas or not? Or are they going to hit a complexity on a Friday? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So because that they can cause some shakeups on a Friday. But regardless, the other thing in comment to what Tyler was saying, Will, I forget who it was who said it in our chat, but this is a little while ago, and they said that like the amount of like things that a team would have to do in order to beat Optic, and even then it may not happen. You know what I mean? Like you have to get them beaten down on a Friday, to get them to have a poor matchup in winners bracket, to send them to losers again, and then to get them on a bad Saturday, and then you have the possibility of beating them. Or wait, no, they talked about how like one player has to have the worst game, has to have the worst tournament of their life. And even then, you may not win anyway. Like that's how crazy good and crazy locked in this fucking team is. Like they're just, oh my God. Fuck yeah, Shio, love that.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Tyler, I would love if that's true. It's just we need to see it, you know? We just need to fucking see it.
To be honest, love Frosty, but I don't think he's been showing up as much on Sunday. Is it a team chem thing, or is it I don't know. I
don't want to single a player out, because at the end of the day, it is a team game. And yes, a player can be in a bad position or make a bad play or whatever. But at the same time, if your team's not helping you get in that position or get that play, you know what I mean? I think it goes both ways, Will.
Right.
Chuck, stop it. Chuck, stop it. Stop it right now. Oh my God. Ron says the key to beating Optic is and always has been winning 3 games in a 5-gamer and 4 to 7. That's Thanks, a John Madden quote right
Thanks,
there.
Fucking John Madden.
It's crazy. If John Madden were to cast the HCS, that's exactly what he'd fucking say.
Oh man.
Aaron says, I still don't think Shopify is as far behind them as you seem to think they are. I do though.
They have knocked them to losers. They've been the ones to knock them to losers.
But what's happened since then?
Well, Optic makes the run, you know?
Right. For me and Aaron, I respect the take. For me, it gets back to a thing that we've said for years. And again, it may sound stupid, but hear me out again. A Friday is different than a Saturday, which is different than a Sunday. The level of the competition that you get from day to day is different. Like, especially among these top teams, the teams that have been there before, the teams that have done that time and time again, where all the players on Optic have been there, done that. Shopify, 2 out of the 4 players have been there, done that. And I truly believe that, yes, great for them, great for Shopify to knock them down when they do. That's fantastic. But the problem is that they're only knocking them down. They're not knocking them out. It's great that they're knocking them down. But they're like Chumbawamba, you know what I mean? They get knocked down, they get back up again. Ain't nothing going to keep them down. Thank you, Will, for doing that with me.
Of course.
I appreciate that greatly. That's the second time I've made that reference, by the way.
Today?
Over the past 7 days.
Oh,
that's the second time I've made that reference.
Nice.
Oh, man. But no, Aaron, I respect the take. I do. It's just it's great that they're doing it, but they're not doing it at the right time. And it just doesn't matter. Like, when Optic is making that run and they get to that point, it just doesn't matter. So, but hey, Aaron, here's the beautiful thing, right? It's like our predictions are always wrong anyway. And so this is a great opportunity for us to like fucking be shut the hell up. Shopify comes in at SLC and they run house and they win the whole thing. It's like, well, shit. All right.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have competition in the league. But we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, and that's the thing too, is like if Shopify, hell, FaZe SSG do that and shake up what's expected, it's just more entertaining, right? More entertainment for us. Let's go. I'd like to see it happen. Then I want to see how Optic reacts to a loss at this point. But who knows if we'll get that.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think that's the real thing is, are they ever going to have to deal with that?
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that, for some teams, right, when you do lose, whether it be a heartbreaker or whatever, that can fuel you to an unbelievable extent. To be like, I'm never doing that again. Like we're never getting to that point again.
Yeah.
But Will, like you said, the way that they've been playing, I don't see it happening. I think the only way it can happen, and I don't think the players do it. I think the only way it could happen is if the players they go into a Sunday like a Friday.
Yeah. To laissez-faire.
Yep. I think that's literally, I think you may have already said it before, but I think the only way that Optic get beaten is if they beat themselves. As of right now. As of right here, right now. So. But Will, that was us talking after Scrim results.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about some tournament recaps, please, by all means.
Let's get back to the tournaments here. Mythic Gaming 4v4 draft tournament. In third place, we had a team called Alt F4. This included SMK Shots, Monkey Girl, iBlood Reina, and Arctic. Second went to Team Rajan. This was Neutralize, Zuzu, Echoes, and One Shot Criteria. And first went to Church of Chicken. Okay. Gwenzi, Lowy, Call Me Risky, and Bunny Waddles taking it home. Another gamer tag I need to figure out.
That's part of the fun, though. Remember?
It is.
Always part of the fun.
Next up, we had Forge Hub 2v2 tournament. In fourth went to Howdy Beavers. This was Huss and Breaking Shot. Third went to Underground. This was Hativ and Kid Nasty. Second went to Chosen, which included Sirion and Ivanize. And first went to Falcated and Legend.
Hell yeah. You see how I didn't include the player names under Falcated and Legend because I think it's self-explanatory?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to do it just to do it, but I didn't.
What would be hilarious is if
it was just a different team.
Bound and Renegade who signed up as Falcated and Legend.
That would have been fucking awesome.
As their team name.
Shit. Because they're not necessarily streaming it, they're not necessarily streaming their POV, so you don't know,
right?
Although but then you'd be like scamming tags and shit. Nah, not a good look. Either way, it'd be funny.
No, I'm just saying Bound. Let's just say Bound and Renegade play under their own tags, but sign up as their team name. Okay. And Legend.
I like that way more.
That's
I went really dark with it. Jesus Christ.
This next one, Classic Griffball Tournament results.
Yes.
I really want to hear AGLA, American Griffball League of America, come back.
They should be, as a matter of fact.
They should be, yes.
I will, while you read through these results, I will see if they have the next, signups for the next league.
All right. In fourth place, we had the Men's Fan Club with a Z. Nick, Hell's Angel, Skullen, and Spanktron. Third went to Dead on Arrival. This was Necessary Evil, Aware Mosquito, Epic Beast, and Tommy Westside. Shout out Epic Beast. Second went to Koopa Kathy and the Island Boys. What are these names?
They're great.
Chemical, Sabosaurus Rex, KDS Kill or KD Skill, however you want to look at it. And then Cosmos. And first went to Hemorrhoids for Days. This has to be Anyway, Shrek, Ace Be Silent, Mystical Novice, and Papa Snipes taking it home.
I did not find anything in relation to a new league signups being available. But
Okay.
if folks are not already a member of the Play Griffball Discord, please make sure you go and add yourself to it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I should be able to invite people here. I'll put a link in the show notes. I'm going to add it literally right now.
Perfect.
And I'll pop it in Twitch chat as well. There you go.
If anyone's interested in the Play Griffball Discord,
Join it
there.
up. Join it up.
But that's all we have for Tournament League recaps, Josh.
Thank you very much, Will. What started as a scrim, I'll say discussion, sure,
Yeah.
turned into a good discussion about teams. That was fun. And then you round things off with some tournament recaps. Love that. But now, let's talk about some regular news. Legacy Operation launches by Halo Studios. The Hayabusa helmet, the legendary Dragon Ninja, returns to Halo to commemorate the release of Ninja Gaiden 4 on October 21st, 2020. Fat, sleek, and lethal, the next generation of Project Hayabusa looks to be the future while respecting its past. Claim the Hayabusa bundle from the exchange to unlock the Hayabusa helmet and the new Sigma Dragon helmet attachment. It is 40,000 credits. Not like you don't have to purchase them with real monies. You can just play the game to earn them, and you get a good amount of them pretty quickly. And then you can get it in the game. You don't have to spend any real money. It's great. Now, here's the kicker. So Ash says, I wish they would be more specific about the helmet in the exchange and timed things. Well, Ash, that's great you said that, because available for a limited time now through July 8th. Earn Spartan points to use in the exchange by completing challenges and playing matches in Halo Infinite.
So you have until July 8th to get the helmet.
Because it sounds like, according to that, now I don't want to confirm because I cannot confirm, but it sounds like from the verbiage of that statement, if we're going to take this at face value, that the Hayabusa helmet and attachment would be removed and will not be entering just the normal exchange rotation after July 8th. Ash, again, it sounds like it just won't be obtainable until it gets re-released at some point. If they do that, I have no fucking idea. It just sounds like, I don't want to confirm, but it sounds like it's only available for a limited time in the exchange. So get it.
Now,
while
I do remember them talking a while ago about how in that 50 tier pass, those premium items after tier 20 would go back into the store eventually. But I don't remember anything about items. They never talked about exchange items, so we don't know.
But it sounds like this would be a great opportunity for Ash to reach out to them via Twitter, because, and I'm not just saying like do our jobs or anything like that, but like, honestly, you do a great job of reaching out and trying to get that information. So if you haven't already, I wouldn't be surprised if you did ask. But if it is removed after July 8th, then that kind of fucking sucks. Because I think it should just be added to the normal exchange rotation. You just be able to get it that way. But did y'all talk Envy skins? Yes, we did. Chuck? You've asked Sketch. I fucking told you. God, you're always on top of it. All right. Let's talk about some old school shit. Delta Arena, Halo 3 Legacy. You can think of this playlist as a modernized version of the legacy settings from the Xbox 360 days. So what can you expect to see a Spartan when you jump into play? No sprint, no clamber, increased jump height, and friendly player collision. This should all lend itself to a movement set that feels pretty familiar overall. You'll be playing the following modes: Team Slayer, Oddball, King of the Hill, Capture the Flag, and Assault. MA5K versus BR70 Fat. Every mode in the Halo 3 Delta Arena playlist will come in two versions. MA5K starts and BR75 starts. you will be able to choose which you want to play via the match composer. We know that the debate between the two starting weapons is eternal, and we'll be monitoring the data very closely to see which starting weapon modes are chosen and played the most. Because here is the kicker. Your choices will ultimately determine what moves into the match composer at the end of Operation Legacy. Because God forbid we have both. So if you really like the Delta Halo Arena playlist, make sure you're selecting within the match composer as it is right now what starts you prefer, whether it be Avenger starts or BR starts. Because apparently, whatever gets the most playtime will be added to the match composer after the operation's done, after the playlist is removed.
I wonder if it will be a mix. Like, is it just going to be the Avenger or the BR? Or are they saying, like, let's say Team Slayer is mostly picked with the Avenger, Oddball's picked with the BR.
Oh, no, it'd be one or the other.
Be one or the other?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be Avenger starts across the bar or BR starts across the bar. So I am in agreement with Juan and Chuck. BR's all the way.
Makes sense. I have not touched the Halo 3 playlist.
Oh, Will, we're going to talk about it because I played one game and one game only.
Yeah, I heard.
Yes. I was very happy. The maps, though. Here are the maps that we'll be able to play in this playlist as it currently stands. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up because we're going to go from, like, these maps are decent to pretty good to great to holy shit awful. So, High Ground, The Pit, Foundry, Ivory Tower, Cold Storage, Ghost Town, Construct, best map, Narrows, Guardian, Snowbound, and Isolation. Griffball. Griffball has 3 weapons: Gravity Hammer, Energy Sword, and the Ball, or Bomb, depends on who you ask. As tanks, the players wielding the Gravity Hammers and Energy Swords, you will have Sprint, Gravity Hammer with Gravity Physics, allows for hammer jumps, and allows for launching teammates. As the runner, player holding the ball and trying to score, you will have no sprinting, you will have a 1.5 times speed increase, you'll have a 1.05 speed increase moving backward, you will have overshield, and you will be able to pass the ball. All in first person and third. Yes, Classic Griffball will be available in both first and third person modes for matchmaking, so if you prefer being able to see over your shoulder, that's definitely an option this time around. Classic implies the availability of a not classic experience, and you would be correct. Introducing Octane Griffball, also available in both first and third persons. The movesets are the same as above with the addition of thrusters, allowing you to zip around the court. Maps include Aquario, Coliseum, Gridiron, and High Charity Court, Neon Night, Nexus, way up there, Scary, Sigma Stadium, and Winter League 2008. And then finally, a playlist update provided by Halo Support. Featured rotational playlist, Delta Arena Halo 3 Legacy is rotated in. Firefight Battle of the Academy is rotated out. 7 new community-made Forge maps and 3 new modes are available in Delta Arena Halo 3 Legacy. Every mode in the playlist has a variant that starts players with a BR. Featured rotational playlist, Griffball has rotated in. Mutilator Madness has rotated out. Ranked rotational playlist, Ranked Squad Battle has rotated in. Ranked Snipers is out. The Battle for the Academy content has been added to the Firefight staple playlist. You can select all that shit via the match composer if you so choose. The Mutilator Madness content has been added to the Rumble Pit staple playlist. Various game modes have been removed from Arena Social, and Rumble Pit, and the mode weighting in the following playlist has been adjusted based on player telemetry: Action Sack, Arena Social, BTB, Quick Play, Rumble Pit, and Squad Battle. And that's it for the regular news. Fuck you, COD. It's time for Will's Adventures with an Halo Games 2. I only said fuck you to COD because we don't have anything to talk about right now.
We don't have anything there, no.
Black Ops 7 got revealed, Will. Woo! All right, moving on.
Is it just another COD game like all the other ones?
They're bringing back the advanced movement.
Sure.
Is what it sounds like. It sounds like they're bringing back the advanced movement. It's going back to like a futuristic sense.
We're talking like thrusters and all that stuff.
I'm assuming. But like the tease that they provided made it look more advanced in its warfare while not being advanced war. You know, you can see what I did there.
I see what you're doing. Maybe Formal will go back. Who knows?
Who knows? I don't think so, but who knows?
No.
Well, what did you play last week?
Played Infinite, got the challenges done. And then I decided to take a little break for a few days and got on some GTA 5 online. I should add that because that's the difference, right?
It is the difference.
Basically started a new character and been grinding up DLC tomorrow for GTA 5 online and going to check that out.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, been running around the GTA map, doing crazy things. Did the Diamond Casino heist twice. So got that done.
Fuck yeah.
That was fun. And they had a special thing this week where you got diamonds in the vault every time. So it was highest payout, right?
That's amazing.
So yeah. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, just trying to build my money up, start running businesses as you do on GTA Online and having a good time with it. And then, yes, Lumberquack and Madden today. Again, sticking with the theme of taking a slight step back from Halo and not grinding it all the time. I jumped on Madden 25. I'm doing the
what Madden?
Madden 25.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Let's go. Clip it, Juan.
Yeah. There it is. But I'm doing a challenge where, again, simulate the franchise 10 years into the future, pick the worst team, try to rebuild that team. And the worst team in the league after 10 years of simulating was the Saints. I joined the Saints. I relocated them, and it's funny as hell, Josh.
Who's your quarterback?
I just traded for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
So but then he retired after the year. So it's okay. I traded my quarterback, and I traded my quarterback for Trevor Lawrence in a first-round draft pick.
Okay. So you get the first-round pick.
Yes.
This is fucking hilarious. He's like, he comes to the Saints, like, I can't fucking do this shit.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I joined it, and I'm like, I'm not going to be the fucking Saints. I hate the Saints. I relocated. And
to Jacksonville?
No, it gives you different cities that aren't in the NFL currently.
Okay.
So the second city that popped up was the city I'm in now.
Oh, sweet. Look at that.
Okay. Going with this.
Love that.
So yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. So I'm working on rebuilding a Madden team. My draft picks were kind of a bust after year one, but you never know what you're going to get out of the draft, right?
No.
So we'll see. I'm working. My defense is okay. Offense needs a lot of help. I need a running back. And yeah, first year on the team, we went 6-11, right? Because there's 17 games now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-11, not good. But that's better. Or no, it was one game short of what they did the previous year. So they went 7-10. I don't know. I'm working through it. I'm trying to rebuild this team. It's a pain. But new rookie we have the whole quarterback room is young. Okay. I have three young quarterbacks, so I might need to trade one with a couple years experience, bring in that bridge veteran. We'll see. It's fun. I like playing NFL GM.
I love that.
So
I love that. Tools, welcome back, by the way. I did see you pop in. And also, J-Hap, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show.
Yeah, that's all I've been playing. Josh, what about you?
Well, first up, welcome back, Danny. Good to see you, and you will be getting a shout out in just a little bit, so stay tuned. But yeah, I played a few games, played some Infinite, played some Firefight, obviously. Because Will, apparently I wasn't the only one to do this, but when Hayabusa was announced, I genuinely didn't think it was going to be available via the exchange. I thought you'd have to buy it. And so I had used a lot of credits and just getting shit through the exchange to fill it out. So I didn't have enough exchange credits right off the bat. Yeah. So had to grind that pass for just a minute to get the amount needed to get the Hayabusa, but we got it. It's all taken care of, so I'm good there. And yeah, fucking the armor's sick. Then
how many people? I've got a question.
Sure.
How many people in chat are running Hayabusa? Like, do the whole whatever type 1 thing if you're running it. I'm just curious. I'm really curious.
I think a lot of people are.
Exactly.
Are you rocking it right now?
No.
Wow.
I rocked it for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, no, I like my old fit.
Wow, dude. Shit. Juan won once I get it. Oh, Riz, I got a Spartan that's rocking Rogue as well right now. I think it looks better than the Scout. I think the Scout no offense to the artists or anything like that, but I think the Scout kind of looks derpy in this game.
Looks like a duck.
Yeah, this just looks fucking weird, man. I was afraid I wouldn't have enough because I just bought some stuff. I had almost 500,000. Jesus fucking Christ, Beth.
Beth's loaded on Spartan points.
It's crazy. Chuck has a shit ton as well. Yeah, Master Chiefer, that's what I kind of wish that they did too. I wish that they had like a because obviously they have like the chess pieces and whatnot. I think it'd be really cool if they had like a quote unquote chess piece, but it was actually a back and it was with the katana. That would have been really, really fucking cool. Because like when they said bundle, like you can get the bundle in the exchange. I thought that's what it was going to be. I didn't realize it was just going to be the helmet and an attachment. Like right. I genuinely thought it would be like the helmet with the chest piece, but it's actually like just the back for the katana. That would have been really cool. Oh well. Quack, the Didact, that's my fucking, of course I sound like an idiot. The Cyborg Core, whatever the fuck that one is. I'm rocking the Didact for that one as well. All right. Other games I've been playing. Been playing some Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on my Steam Deck. And
nice.
It runs it at 60 FPS, so I can't complain. And yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time with it when they came out. Got it on super cheap sale one time, and it's just a nice like fucking kicking back on the couch and playing that for a couple hours. So that's good. And then obviously with the Switch 2, I completed all the Grand Prix. So I like spoilers, but not really spoilers. But there is a special cup that gets unlocked after you beat all the Grand Prix. And that special cup has an iconic track in it. And I think that iconic track is I think it is arguably the best version of that track that they've ever put into a Mario Kart. But I have some major gripes with that game.
Really?
Yeah. And for the sake of this show, I'll keep it to one. Here's probably my biggest gripe with Mario Kart World. With the Grand Prix specifically, in traditional Mario Kart games, you go 3, 4, 5, maybe sometimes up to 8 laps on that track, depending upon how big the track is. Right?
Yes.
Or sometimes you would have a track that is split off into segments. So where instead of being traditional laps, like you have kind of stretches that are considered the lap of the track, whatever. Okay. In World, the problem with the Grand Prix is the first race. So the Grand Prix are 4 races. Okay. The first race of each Grand Prix is a traditional race, like laps, the whole 9 yards. Like that's it on that track. Then the next 2 out of the 4 are literally sprints where you're not doing laps around the course. You're going from point A to point B. And then it culminates basically in one actual lap around the course that you get to. And then the final track is basically around the same thing as the other 2. So instead of like actually being able to race around the actual tracks, you're doing a lot of just straight road driving during the actual race. And it's monotonous and it doesn't feel good. And I don't know. It lost what made previous games special. Because I get it from a Knockout Tour perspective, because Knockout Tour is a brand new mode that's never been in Mario Kart before, where you're racing but you are like actually racing in that sprint section. Like that's actually included within the actual race. Like that's fine. But when I think of a Grand Prix, I think of actually like structured races on these tracks, and that's not the case. Yeah. And it's really unfortunate.
When I think Mario Kart in general, like it's the lapped races, it's learning those shortcuts or spots you can get to, not the long sprint races. So the fact that it contains so much of that, I understand how it's not as enjoyable as previous games.
Exactly. It is. That's probably my biggest gripe with it so far. But the visuals are fantastic. The items are really cool. The fact that it is 24 racers now, it's hectic as hell, but it is still fun. I don't think it gets in the way of the fun. But I'm not playing online, right? So I'm not getting tilted by like people being shitters online or anything like that.
Sure.
So just playing against the AI, and I think it's perfectly fine that way. But like, it's not. I love the idea of what they wanted to do with World, like having an open world part of it and whatnot, but it's so not fleshed out at all. Like there are things to do, but they're not crazy. Like the world isn't very populated. It's not where it feels like they wanted to go a Forza Horizon route. They didn't go far enough. And yeah, so it's unfortunate in that regard. It just doesn't hit the same as Mario Kart 8 did, or Mario Kart Wii, or 64, or anything like that, but whatever. And then finally, a game that I never actually finished, but got a legitimate Switch 2 update, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I went back, and the fact that now it runs at a locked 60 FPS and it looks great, it kind of breathed new life into it for me. And so, yeah, I've kind of dived back into that and having a good time there. So
nice.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. But now let's get into some shoutouts. Happy belated birthday to Snipe Drone and SSG, as a matter of fact. Also, Sin, welcome back. It's good to see you. Congrats to Tom and Courtney on welcoming baby Finn into the world. Congratulations to you two. Congratulations to Danny and Lauren on becoming newlyweds. Congratulations to you two as well. Really fucking cool. The pictures are gorgeous, by the way, that you posted in the Discord, Danny. So congratulations to you two. And I hope Lauren keeps you in check. Okay? She better. Shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s over the past week. Had been having a lot of fucking lobbies been going on. I've been seeing in the Discord, so that's really cool to see. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Zarvonix, thank you for the follow. Hardy with the 8-month resub. Tetsuo with the 5-month resub. Militam with the 5 gifted subs. John with the 25-month resub. Thank you all so much for the resubs. And then J-Hap with the follow as well. Thank you so much. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated. Oh, Danny, we're looking forward to them. We're looking forward to those pictures. And then finally, shout out to everyone who is a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes new patron Shio, Blackout Diode, Pancakes, Ashley, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Stego, Raider, Hater, Peanut Butt, One Swole, Daddy Phantom, Riz, Zard, High Tech, Redneck, Goalie, Sniper, Heavy Rainfall, and Elaine our board. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. Community Creations, Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Go check them out. Then we have a really cool 2-part series here by none other than All in Juan in the chat. It is Try Not to Give the Same Answer HCS edition. And I won't lie, I failed the first one.
I passed the first one.
Okay, and then I passed the second one.
I have not seen the second one yet, Juan.
It's in the show notes, so make sure to click on it.
I know. I did not have time to go through it when it came up on my feed, so I will go back and watch it.
I literally failed on the last question in the first part. So,
oh no!
Yeah, I was devastated.
Was it Jersey?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I will say in the second one, I got close to losing. I got close to losing it a couple different times because I obviously went with the first choice in my head, but like my second choice was the one that Juan gave. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. Hey, I was that fucking close. But yeah, go check those out if you haven't already. They're really fucking cool. And shout out to Juan for doing this little content here. HCS Top 10 Clips DreamHack Dallas 2020 Fat by Halo Infinite. Go check that out. Was by the HCS. But go check that video out. Animated Halo wallpaper for Wallpaper Engine. This is by Uriel. If you haven't checked this out yet, please do so. And if you're a Wallpaper Engine user on your PC, maybe give this one a download. Maybe give this one a little install on your PC and enjoy the calm. It looks like it is based off of The Silent Cartographer? I could be wrong, though. But it looks like it's based off that. Amateur Hour, Episode 1, an Atticus interview. Make sure to go check that out. New podcast. And then Big Game Mentality. Trippy proves why he is Halo's ultimate duo by Tide the Leader. So go check that video out as well if you want a little interview with the Tripmeister. Big Game Trip. Will, that's all I got. And those scrims have finished.
Great.
And the scores that I gave you were the scores that it stayed at. So it was 10-3 Optic and it was 10-7 SSG. So, whoopee-doo. Will.
Yeah.
I don't fucking have anything else.
Yeah,
you want to plug this shit?
Of course. As always, you can find us on Patreon. We do a little extra content over there. Video show, audio show, Q&As, things like that. Go check it out if you're interested. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast. Still not an ad, but it's still a really fucking good app that I use basically every single day. It's still not an ad, but you should go check it out if you haven't already, because while it's still not an ad, the app's fucking great.
Just wish they wouldn't have went to a paid subscription.
I agree.
Linktree. You can find us on Linktree and everywhere we are, like Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and the merch. It's all there.
That's free.
That is. Go check that out. And then go to hcsprotalk.com. You'll type it in. The website will pop up, and you'll be like, wait, this isn't hcsprotalk.com. It's actually haloevolve.co.
You're home for Halo.
Because we have a little section on the Podcast Evolved website. And while you're there, check out their shows, such as Podcast Evolved, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blocks, Halo Headlines, Halo Gear Guide, and much more. They have merch, too, if you're interested in more Halo merch.
Hell yeah, dude. God,
Josh, that's all I got.
Dude, SLC can't come soon enough.
I need to see these teams play on LAN.
Oh, man. Not only that, but like my closet's been asking for some new merch this year.
You got enough, man. You are set for years.
No! You know, it's funny because I haven't broken out this Gravham t-shirt in a minute. And I'm like, I think it's the perfect opportunity because now that Griffball's been it's been 5 years since it's been in the game. And so I was looking at my closet. I was wearing the Energy Sword one earlier. And I'm like, wait a second. Don't I have the Gravham one? And I'm like, oh, yeah, fucking I do. Perfect opportunity. There we go.
Nice. What, before we go, What percentage of your clothes would you
God.
say are Halo clothes? And that's like in your closet, what you got stored downstairs, the jerseys on the wall.
If we're
like,
including that, like if we're including what's in the
everything you've owned and bought.
I mean,
much.
Oh fuck. Oh God. Oh no. Oh shit.
This is like an off the rails question here.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, if we're encompassing everything, because I'm also thinking of the other clothes that I have down here that are not Halo related. Okay. This might be, believe it or not, like, this is going to sound stupid. This might be too low, but I'm going to say 65 to 70%.
Okay. That is lower than I expected.
Yeah, I'm going to say 65 to 70% of my wardrobe is Halo related or Halo adjacent.
Sure.
Because a lot of it is partnered organizations merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have a lot of Viking stuff. I have some Solid Color stuff. I have band stuff. A couple other miscellaneous like gaming-esque tees and shit. So I would say 65 to 70% is Halo or Halo adjacent.
I might be there with you, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, now you have me thinking, because like if it's, now here's the thing, Will, if you want to just do in the closet, like of stuff that I wear day to day,
yeah,
I would say that is more so around the 75, 80%. But
okay.
if we're everything, then 65 to 70 is what I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And this is going to sound dumb too, but I use every year, like these events, right? I use this as an opportunity to kind of rotate things in and out. So like when new things come out for the year, like the new pro set for SSG, like, oh, I will get their updated hoodie and replace the last year's pro hoodie with this one, right? So just swapping in and out, getting the new stuff in, rotating the old stuff out, and then eventually I may go through the old stuff and be like, oh, I remember that. I like that. I'm going to put that back in the wardrobe, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. It just makes me feel fucking terrible now thinking about it. God damn.
No. I mean, I have a lot of esports stuff too, so.
It's the scene that we're within, you know? We wear things for the things that we like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck it. If you're not hurting anybody else, then fuck it. Wear what you want.
Exactly.
Well, with that question out of the way, that's going to do it for episode 394 of HCS Pro Talk. For those that have joined us live, thank you so much for doing so. Thank you for joining the conversation. Thank you for just keeping the discussion going and keeping it respectful. It's always appreciated. For those that are tuning in on your favorite podcast service, or for those that are checking out the VOD on YouTube, thank you very much as well. Will, actually, I forgot to mention this. There is a comment on the latest YouTube vid that is asking about one of the guitars that are in the background there. So if you wanted to check that out and reply to that fella,
yeah, I need to do that.
Awesome, do it up. Again, I apologize. It completely, now that I'm talking about it, it's back to front of mind. So yeah, we do read the comments, so just understand that, and apologize to that individual for the late reply there. But either way, thank you for checking it out on your favorite podcast service or on YouTube or hanging out here on Twitch. We love you. We respect you. We appreciate you. And open series this weekend. Get to see more competitive Halo action. Never a bad time there. And guys, SLC is just over a month away. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a great time. We will be there. We will have brand new stickers and we'll have brand new merch available. And I can't fucking wait. Cannot fucking wait. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us. Tyler's trying to get some 8s going. So if you're hanging out in chat right now and you want to join some Pro Talk 8s, it's fun, it's friendly, it's casual. All skill levels welcome. If you haven't been there before, join the Discord. It's free. And get in some 8s tonight. Have a good time. That'll do it for us. We'll be back next week. But until then, bye-bye.